Hey everyone, I'm Scott Stokely, and this is one of those videos I almost didn't make because there's a situation I enjoy because it gives me a competitive advantage over most of the people I'm competing against. However, I'm committed to sharing everything I know about this game, so here it goes. This is about the dreaded backup. You know, you're playing around in a tournament. It feels like it always happens when you just birdied the last 3 holes. It doesn't, but it seems that way. You come around the corner, you see 12 people sitting on a hole. You know you're going to be standing around for the next 20 minutes. Now, the reason I say that I have a competitive advantage in those situations is because you can actually shoot better because of the backup than if there wasn't any backup at all. Now, here's why. First off, yes, if you're cold, if you get stiff, if you lose your rhythm, you're going to lose some strokes or a percentage of a stroke. It's hard to quantify, but you aren't going to score numbers-wise as well. However, when you're competing, numbers mean nothing. Your score is not independent of the people you're competing against. All that matters is your score relative to the people in your group. So there's situations that come up, it does not matter if you lose strokes. What matters is that you lose fewer strokes than your competition. A great example of this is if it's windy. Making it up, say 10 mile an hour wind, on average you're probably going to shoot, let's say, 2 strokes worse. Well, actually, that's not true. You do not shoot 2 strokes worse if the average player in your division is shooting 4 strokes worse than their average. If that's the case, your win play gives you a net 2-stroke gain over the field. You don't lose strokes when it's windy. If that's you, you gain strokes relative to the field. Well, it's the same thing with the backup. Every player is dealing with the physical elements of having to stand around for 20 minutes. Now, depending on where you start, I know there's times that early in the round there's not a backup on the hole, and at the end of the round, you know, there's a 4-group backup. That all evens out in the long run, so that's a wash. What I'm saying is, everybody is losing the same number of strokes. Your goal is to lose fewer strokes, or take a smaller loss because of the backup than the competition, in which case you're better because of that backup. Now, the start of this is mindset. And I'm going to talk about something, not disc golf, but I always speak in analogies. It's how I can see the world and how I best explain it. Virtually every person that gets annoyed or frustrated at backups is going to be the same type of person that gets annoyed in traffic. They get annoyed during rush hour. And the reason they get annoyed is the same reason for just about everybody. They feel that that traffic jam is slowing them down. What they're not realizing is they are as much a part of the problem as everyone else that's driving in rush hour right now. Now, I know everybody thinks they're a better driver than everyone else. You're not. None of us are. We're all basically similar. If you are in a traffic jam, especially during rush hour, you are part of the problem, equal to the person next to you or the person in front of you that feels like they're slowing you down. That's the same mindset to have when you get to a backup. The people that get frustrated, and this is based on the comments they say or the way their shoulders sink, the way they look, it appears to me that they think that backup is slowing them down. It's hurting their game. It's causing them to lose strokes. It's happening to them. If you can recognize that you are as much a part of the problem as anyone else in that backup, in other words, you are slowing down your competitors as much as they are slowing down you, then there's nothing to get frustrated at. Then you can let go, wash your hands of it, and accept the fact that it's happening. You have no control over that situation. Well, as soon as you realize you don't have control, nothing to be frustrated at. So now it's just an opportunity. You know, talk to one of the people on your card, ask them what they do for a living, catch up with an old friend, get on Facebook, message your partner or your kids, whatever. Doesn't matter what you do. It's an opportunity to be at a disc golf tournament 20 minutes longer than you would have been had there been no backup. What's important competitively is to understand that those people around you getting frustrated physically have the same challenge that you do from that backup, but mentally they're losing more strokes than you because they're getting frustrated and you're not. If you do not get frustrated or annoyed during backups, you are at a competitive advantage to every single person in your division that is frustrated. Now, as far as how to best handle the physical aspect of it, that's going to be up to you. You know, like getting up and walking around and not sitting for 20 minutes, stretching, you know, the things, you know your body. So you got to do the things that help you physically prepare to tee off after a minute break. But again, everyone dealing with the same physical challenges as you, don't let the mental part get to you. You gain strokes. If you like these, click subscribe, click like, and then click the little alert bell, and you'll be notified when there's more. Thanks, guys.